Hi love, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm gonna start like a little mini series with you guys because I often get questions from you guys asking me, oh, I'm going to a wedding, what should I do for my makeup? Or I'm going to a certain event, and I just thought of asking you guys what occasion you guys would like me to create a look for. So in today's video, I have selected this one out of a few other suggestions. Let me see what look it was. I didn't screenshot the name of the person that requested this, but this look is gonna be night out after breaking up with my boyfriend of 5 years look. And there was two emojis right next to this response, and it has like the little sad emoji and that little face. So I'm kind of guessing that that breakup is hurting you. And I know that breakups hurt, but sometimes they don't because you kind of wanted it. So, yeah, I'm going to do a look for you in regards to that response. So hopefully you guys are into this. Now let's go ahead and get started.
No, I'd rather be waking up with you. Set up alone in your room, slept with the light on, waiting up for you. I don't want to be.
If you are going through it, girl, and you're feeling really sad, really upset over over this breakup, I'm really sorry that you're going through this. Now, I've already done my eyebrows off of camera because I want this not to be super long. You guys can do your eyebrows at your own style. I do have eyebrow tutorials here on my channel. I'll have some linked up here. I'll have one of them linked up here and the rest towards the end of the video. This here is going to be your breakup palette, and let me tell you why. This is the Morphe 18T. Kind of sounds like AT&T, but this is the 18T eyeshadow palette. I've done a full review of this. I did a smoky eye using this palette, but this one has a lot of perfect eyeshadows for like every day and also just to do really pretty smoky eyes. But this is what I'm going to be using for today's video, so I'll have this one linked down below in the description box if you are interested in purchasing this. I also do have a discount code with Morphe, so you can get $5 off of your purchase, and I think this palette is only $20, so technically you'd be paying $15 to buy this. So again, that'll be down in the description box. Now, before we start with me doing my eye makeup, I want to talk about breakups first, because you said you were going to be going on a night out, and a night out can mean a lot of things. I don't know whether you're going to be going out with your friends, just like a little dinner and hanging out, or if you're going to go hard, if you just want to be distracted. And a lot of people have different ways of coping with a breakup, and I have probably been through all of these. There has been times where I have broken up in a relationship that I really wanted the distraction and going out and getting the attention that I was wanting from that previous relationship. Like, you know, guys are offering to buy me drinks, or guys are doing this, and I'm dancing with a bunch of guys. Like, it's okay. There is no right or wrong way to cope with a breakup, because you do your best getting through this phase in your life. And there's also the kind of breakup where you just really want to go out and feel good about yourself and just be distracted without getting the attention of males or females, whatever you're into, girl, because, you know, I am all accepting here. When I think of this, because I seen the little sad emoji, I feel like you're upset over that breakup and it's hurting you. So for this look today, I kind of want to do kind of like a feel good makeup look. So with this look, I just want you to feel beautiful. I want you to feel confident, and let's begin with this makeup tutorial. I'm going to start off by using my Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Primer, and I'm using the shade number 2. You can pick this up at Ulta, or you can shop online using my link down below. Oh shit, it just fell, hold on. So I do like to shake this because sometimes it kind of comes out like really strange. This is a really affordable primer, and I've been really enjoying it. It's probably the only one I've been using lately. I was previously using concealer, but this is kind of a little bit more on the tacky side compared to a concealer. So I just dipped my sponge into the concealer because I placed it to the back of my hand like that. And I'm going to go over this area right here. Just like that. And I'm just going to do the other eye now that we're here, so why not? I am wondering how you're feeling about this relationship. I love talking about relationships so much, you know, because I've just lived a lot. I don't know if you guys remember the scene from, you know, when Edward leaves Bella and she's sitting in her room in a chair looking out the window and like the camera's just spinning and you can see the seasons change. I've been in that type of breakup where like you are just so depressed that you can't do anything. So I hope that that's not you. I really hope that's not you, girl, but if it is, been there. So my heart goes out to you if you're going through that. I guess it's a part of life and it's just gonna teach you something that you need to learn in order to have a successful relationship in the future. So try to think of it that way. By the way, right now I'm using this color right here and I'm just applying it right into this area right here. That's kind of how I'm seeing relationships now. Like every relationship that you've ever been to is shaping you to be the perfect wife one day. So kind of appreciate the things that you're going through, even if it's hard, because you're gonna learn a valuable lesson out of this. So now I'm taking the same exact brush and I have dipped into this color right here, which is, I use this one right here, and now I'm going into this one right underneath it. Using the same brush, I'm just gonna kind of like push the eyeshadow into this outer corner right here. And then once I have deposited that color, I'm gonna slowly start to blend upwards. Breakups are just so hard. Girl, I hope he didn't cheat on you. Ooh, if there is one thing I hate is when a man cheats. Did you get back at him before you guys broke up? I'm just kidding. Oh, I remember having that mindset. I was in a pretty toxic relationship throughout high school where the guy cheated on me like all the time. But I was out there doing it right back to him. Every time I figured him out, that he found out that he was cheating, you know, I would find out I had my ways, especially when he was asleep. I'd go through his, you know, little phone. But when I would find out, like, I wouldn't even confront him. I'd just be like, ooh, I think this guy's kind of cute though. Like, I mean, if he's doing it, then I can do it too. Why not? And that's how like my relationship was with this guy. I was with him for like 4 years, girl. But that mentality that I had was not a good one. Like getting even. No, girl, don't do it. If you are doing it now, stop. Stop, because it's not gonna have a good outcome. I'm gonna use the brush that I used to carve out my eyebrows. This is a flat brush like this. It's actually an eye cream brush from Sigma, but I always use it for my eyebrows. It's flat, and I'm gonna take the remainder of what I have on my hand, which is hardly anything of that primer, and I'm gonna kind of stamp it onto, oh, well, I'm gonna need more because, girl, nothing is really happening here. I'm gonna put a little bit more on the back of my hand. And I'm going to just go ahead and place them onto this brush. You don't want to place too much of that concealer onto your eye. You just kind of like want to go in there with a little bit and kind of create a cut crease. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you are getting out of a toxic relationship, then girl, very proud of you for what you are doing. Because getting out of a toxic relationship is very difficult. Been there, done that as well. And I hope that you don't go back if that's the case. Because sometimes we're tempted. I'm taking this color here, by the way, and I'm just placing it onto the eye right here. So once we have done that, I'm going to go back into the shade that I used at the outer corner. I'm going to place it right into the outer corner like that and slowly move my way in. Kind of want to use this dark color right here, or should I use the brown? I think I'm gonna go in with the brown. So taking this color right here now. So I was telling you guys about the previous relationship that I had, I think my most difficult relationship to kind of get over, because it was very toxic and it wasn't good for me, and I stayed for 4 years when I knew I shouldn't. Overcoming that was very difficult. I like went through a point where I had to drop out of high school, and I didn't graduate with my class because I just could not see this person. I had to go to school with this person, so like it was very difficult because I was too depressed. I could not get out of bed. And it got to a point where I had to see a psychiatrist, and it was difficult to talk about it, you know? Like I couldn't talk without crying, and it took me a good amount of time to get over this. I think what helped me get through it is I started to go to church and began my spiritual journey. I started talking to God about the things that I was like feeling and all of that, and something in me, or maybe it was God talking to me, told me that I was gonna be okay. And for somebody that is going really like through it, if somebody tells you it's going to be okay and shows some type of affection, whether it's a hug or placing their hand on your back, like that like breaks me. It breaks me so much, but you find so much comfort in that because you kind of like begin to snap and you realize like, yeah, it's gonna be okay. So I just want to tell you, it's going to be okay, whether you feel like you're not gonna get over it, or I hope that you don't go back to this relationship, because if you're feeling really sad and upset over it, something that is right for you is not going to make you feel this way, and you should not go back to that relationship. Trust that this happened for a reason. That's like difficult to accept too. I'm sure it is, that like just hearing it happens for a reason, you know? Because in that moment you're just like, what the fuck? This is what I wanted, you know? Once I have deposited that color to that outer corner, that dark brown that I showed you, I'm going to go back into that color that I originally placed at the outer corner, this one right here, and using the same fluffy brush to kind of blend the edges out. Deposit right on top of that dark color and then slowly blend upwards. Okay, I'm really liking that. I'm going to take a wipe because you guys can see that I am experiencing fallout, so always start with your eye makeup before moving on to your face. Just like that. I am loving that so much. But I do want to go in one more time into that dark brown shade and just deposit it right in there. Okay, that's looking really pretty. Once again, take the blending brush and lightly go over that. I don't normally do wing liners, but for this special occasion of you going out and just, you know, I don't know, I just feel like a wing liner is going to make you feel like a baddie, you know, because you're a baddie. So I'm going to take my Revlon Color Stay Sharp Line eyeliner and I'm going to just wing it out. Okay, and then we're just going to bring it in. Ooh, that looks pretty already. I'm also going to apply some eyeliner to my waterline. I'm going to use this one from BUXOM and it's called Call Me. So because it's looking like this, that's okay because we're going to smudge it out. That's why smudging brushes exist. Smudging brushes are little short chunky brushes. Let me find mine. Okay, and first I'm going to go into that color right here. And I'm going to apply that towards the beginning part of the bottom right here. Just like that. And I'm also going to be taking this brown one right here. And I'm going to apply it to the outer edge of the eye right here. Just like that. We're going to clean this area up once we have our face makeup on. But very quickly off camera, I'm going to do this other eye. I'm going to come back. We're going to do the rest of the face and also pop on some lashes. So just give me a minute. Okay, love, we are back. Now, I don't know if my eyeliners match, but you know what? Who cares? That's the struggle of doing eyeliner. But we're going to go ahead and start with the face makeup. I do have different ways of applying my face makeup depending on where I'm going. This routine would specifically be to go out. So when I'm going to be out, obviously I'm going to be getting a lot of, I have combination skin, so part of my face, which is just the outer area is where I do have very dry skin, especially in my chin area right here. But in this area is where I start to get really greasy a lot. So I'm going to show you guys my technique on how to control the oil the best way I can. So I'm going to start off by using this primer here from One Size. This is Secure the Blur Magnet Primer. And this is an anti-blurring pore refining primer with niacinamide that mattifies and evens out skin's texture as it grips makeup for flawless application, and it's in an enhanced wear. You apply this before your makeup. My skin right now is feeling really dry, so I am going to go into the Tatcha Dewy Serum. This really adds like a lot of the hydration into my skin, and I like applying it before applying a primer. This is a little bit on the pricier side, but I love this product so much. Now that we have that moisture into the skin, I am going to go into the One Size Secure the Blur Primer. And I am going to put a good amount of it. So I'm taking this much and just begin to apply it. You do want to apply a primer in one direction. That way you're not taking the product off of your face. So just make sure you are going in one direction. That is how you're going to get the most coverage on those pores. Okay, now for foundation, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty. Which one is this one? This is the Huda Beauty Full Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. This is transfer proof and waterproof, which is going to help control your oil throughout the day. I've also done a full review of this foundation here on my channel. If you guys want to see it, I'll go ahead and link it up here for you guys. So I'm placing it to the back of my hand. This is how I normally like to apply face products onto my face. I start by putting it onto the back of my hand. So I'm going to take the foundation onto the brush. And I'm just going to begin to apply it like this. This is a full coverage foundation, by the way. One thing that I hate is when you have like a lot of makeup on and you hug a guy, like your biggest worry is like, am I going to get my makeup on his clothes? So I love the fact that this foundation is transfer proof. I don't really like using matte foundations because it just emphasizes the texture on my skin, especially right here that I'm breaking out right now. It just looks like a Rice Krispie. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier concealer. This one is pretty light, but we're going to go into it anyway. This is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer, and I'm using the shade 2C. So for going out, I really do like to use a little bit lighter concealers just because since it's going to be night and dark wherever you're going, it just looks a lot better. So just going right underneath there. Same thing to this side. And with the sponge, just go right into this corner right here just so that you can clean it up and it already looks better. Like I told you, I was going to fix this. I love how that's looking. Okay. And I'm going to highlight other parts of my face, which is right here and the tip of my nose. This here is my Laura Mercier brightening powder. This goes right underneath your eye. It does brighten up your under eye area quite a bit. This is also not like the translucent powder because this is just specifically for your under eye area to brighten up. It's a very fine powder and I just really love it. I'm going to show you guys how I like to use it. I'm going to be taking my brush. This one here is the Sigma what is it? No, it's not even S. This is a Sigma 50 brush, and I'm going to be placing this powder right underneath the eyes right here. Just like that. I'm not even going to blend it. I'm just going to let it set. And I'm also going to take it to the sides of the nose right here. It is a very, very fine powder. So again, we're just going to let that set. While that is setting, I'm going to go into my bronzer. I actually want to try something new. Hold on. No. I shouldn't try something new. I want to go for what I already know. I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. This is a powder palette. I've also been using my cream palette, but I'm going to go into the powder one because, again, powders are going to help control your oils. I'm going to take this color right here just to bronze the face. So going right in this area. Like so. I would really like to know down below in the comments what is something that has helped you overcome a relationship? Because I feel like everybody will have different techniques of how they coped, and maybe mine is not relatable and your story might relate to somebody else. So I'm sure that it would help somebody out that is going to be reading the comments. So leave any suggestions that you have on how to overcome relationships in the comments down below, so that we're able to help somebody out there that is really going through it right now. I'm just gonna apply some down here, and once that's done, I'm gonna take the darker shade from this palette and I'm gonna go into this area right here. I'm going to go back into my powder brush and I'm going to go into this area just to kind of brighten up the cheekbones. I didn't even put any more powder from the last time I dipped into it to apply it underneath the eye. Once I have done that, I'm going to start to dust this part off. We do have to warm up the nose a little bit because we don't want that just to look all white. It's gonna look like you've been doing some type of drug, girlfriend. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush. This one here is the Fashion District from Colourpop. This is one of my favorites for evening looks because it's a little bit on the darker side. So taking my blush brush, I'm gonna go ahead and place it right in here. Okay, and then last but not least, this is optional. You can use highlighter. I'm going to be using this one from the Barbie collection and Colourpop. I'm going to just apply it to the cheekbones right in here. And I'm going to go in very lightly because this is a really pigmented highlighter. It is a Super Shock formula. So it kind of just looks wet and really pretty. Okay, that's perfect. I like that. And then with my finger, I'm just going to apply it to the tip of the nose and down the bridge. On my lips, I'm going to be using a new product that just came out from NYX. This is the NYX Lingerie XXL liquid lipstick, and this dries matte, which is perfect because if you're going to be drinking or eating, whatever it is, it's not going to transfer. It's transfer proof, by the way. You don't even need a lip liner for this one because it just follows your lips really well. The tip of the actual applicator of this is really bendable and it just follows your lips as you're applying it. You guys will see. I do have to let my lips dry down quite a bit, so I'm going to go into my eyelashes to finish up the look. I'm going to take my eyelashes in the style Worthy, which it just fits with the theme of today's video. You are a worthy girl, and I want you to feel worthy with this look. I'm going to be using my eyelash glue. This one is also recently launched onto my website. I do have my website link listed down below in the description box just in case you guys do want to shop my eyelashes. These are really pretty synthetic eyelashes. They're made of synthetic fibers, cruelty-free. If you struggle applying eyelashes, I also have my eyelash applicator, which makes it super easy to just apply them. So I have a handheld mirror and I'm going to just use this to look down and apply the eyelashes accurately. I'm going to just place them right at the top. And the pointy corners allow you to just place them onto close to your natural lashes. Okay, there's that lash. I'm going to go ahead and pop on the other one. Okay, I just have to allow them to dry down. This glue does dry down clear, so you're not going to see the white as you guys are seeing right now. It just has to dry down completely. Okay, so I'm basically done with my face makeup. I'm just going to go ahead and set everything with the Professional Super Setter from Benefit. And this is just really going to hydrate your face once again because you've... Maybe I shouldn't talk. After using powders on your face, it does start to feel dry, especially since this foundation is a little bit more on the matte side. I mean, it does have a glow to it, but it dries matte. That's why you have to set your face, okay? Get that moisture back into your skin and make it look like skin again, because you don't want to look so freaking matte that you look like fake. So I'm going to go ahead and do my hair off of camera, and I will be right back. I'm going to style it how I would style it if I was going out. I just straightened my hair, but I was realizing that I'm really not fond of this lip color. I think it's a little too dark. This is my preference, okay? I'm just showing you what I would do. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to apply something else. I'm using a makeup towel and it's still like not coming off. So these are very like, they're gonna stay, girl. Off camera, I did put in some clip-in hair extensions. If you guys would like to see a tutorial on how I style my extensions, you guys can go ahead and click the link up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how I came about this going out after a breakup makeup look. Thank you so much for the inspiration. I unfortunately don't know, I forgot to screenshot who actually requested this look. So if you are watching, thank you so much for giving me an idea on what to do. I hope that you find yourself in a good mental state and you will get over this. It's just gonna take some time. Little by little, things will start getting back to normal, and this was just something that you needed to learn along the way in your life. 5 years is a long time, girl, so my heart goes out to you. You got this, and I will leave you guys here. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!